What's up, guys? Polar here, and this is part 2 of what's going to be the 3-part squad builder, or 3-part squad mini-series that is the MLS All-Star team. So this is a game from the MLS Cup. As you can see, he's got team All-Star Henry, All-Star Valeri, All-Star Bradley, All-Star Cahill, and All-Star Alonso. It's a very good team, and I thought I was going to have a good game. I thought I was going to enjoy playing this guy. But as you can see right here, just wait for it, boom. Kickoff glitch from the start. So that's the kind of time when you know that you're just in for an annoyance of a game. Or at least for me. I don't like playing sweaty players. I don't enjoy the way people, go about playing sweaty. And just for you guys' reference, this isn't a full game. It ends at like the 68th minute. But basically, I just wanted to talk about dealing with sweaty players and dealing with keeping your cool when someone's just exploiting the awful parts of this game. Or not even the awful parts of this game, but just the way that this game can do your head in. But basically, you can see him doing it. He just gets the ball, huffs it up the field, and somehow gets close enough to shoot, even though his passing accuracy is like freaking 30%. But no, in all honesty, like, he's playing like Stoke pre-Stoke Alona time, so like a couple years ago. He just huffed the ball up the field as hard as he could in an attempt to score. But it's interesting because people complain that I can't deal with sweaty players break the game, and so on and so forth. But what you really have to do, and this team that I'm using is not even the best team to deal with this kind of play. Normally, I would use a false 9, or, yeah, basically I'd use a false 9 to deal with it. And just hold possession. Just keep the ball. And then work it up the field, exploiting space, just like you saw me do right there, and find gaps and use them to break down his defense. And you don't always have to go forward. Don't be afraid to pass it back. High pressure is annoying, yes, but if you know what you're doing and you can see the space in play, then you can pass the ball into space. You can give yourself time to think about it. And one thing that really helps me, at least, is the big cross-field passes. And as you can see, I'm getting, so far, the better of the possession and the better of the shots. And that's just the way this kind of play works. And this team is actually fairly good for it, because all of the players, all of the top 4 attacking players are very, very good at... I say very, very good as Donovan skies a finesse shot up and over the net, are very clinical finishers. They really are. Between Dempsey, Donovan, and Defoe, they are very, very clinical. But the thing that lets you down sometimes is the 2 silvers and 2 bronzes in defense. And they're not awful by any means. Beasler and Gonzalez have their days and do their job. And Yedlin, that was a wonderful goal, but what really pissed me off is this. Just, how unnecessary is that, right? Like, you scored a great goal. I mean, that's a FIFA 13-esque goal, near post OP, you know what I mean? But there is no need to run around and selly like that. Just absolutely unnecessary. So I may or may not use the counter shush celebration after I score. However, I will say that my first goal, just wait, it is beautiful. But the way that it works with these, MLS tier defenses is that sometimes you get beat in the air, sometimes you get beat down the wing because they're not the fastest or the best defenders. You know what I mean? They're not the greatest, but if you know how to use them, if you know how to contain manually and not just hold the X button, if you know how to shade defense away and shade passes away from where you want them to go, then it can work really well for you. And I'm really surprised I didn't score right there. Did hit the post, but I was hoping that the rebound would get put back in. And it was actually kind of funny when I loaded in. His team name was Road to Ronaldo, and obviously you can see the abbreviation is CR7. And I don't know, it just makes me wonder what kind of player this was. You know, you're using a MLS team, obviously in the MLS Cup, but you got Road to Ronaldo and your CR7, and you don't. I mean, I don't know if he has Ronaldo. The way he plays, unless he's bought coins, which is fine, or if he's a really good trader and just a really annoying player, that's also possible too. But I wouldn't guess that he has Ronaldo, especially due to the way he acts after, you know, certain things happen in the game. But that was a dirty, dirty foul. I don't know what he was thinking there. The best thing about the MLS teams is that you have two really, really, really good free kick takers on your team. And I take one of them right here, Clint Dempsey, and just... And then there it is. Just calm down, son. This is mine. And it's one of those things where, like, I don't know. Should I feel bad about counter BMing like that? Maybe. You know, my goal was definitely better than his, I'm going to say. Yes, I watched all the replays. It was a fucking beautiful goal. I was kind of in awe when I scored it. I didn't expect it to go in, but it did. You actually might have seen me play with this team on stream, and I put one in just like that. And then he comes right back at me with an attempted kickoff glitch. I don't even know what he was trying to do there. But yeah, like, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments, should I feel bad for, you know, going with the calm down celebration? Should I feel bad for wanting to stomp this guy in the ground due to the way he was playing? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's... As someone who's, I don't want to say in the public eye, so to speak, but as someone who puts themselves out there on YouTube and lets you guys know what I'm thinking more often than not, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to be, quote, mean to anyone, but players like this just kind of piss me off. And it's annoying. So, like, off the bar there, which just does me in, but then Donovan cleans it up. It was a wonderful start shot, and then I do it again. It was a wonderful starting shot from Defoe, even though it was off the bar, and then Clute keeps it in, and Donovan puts it in off the half volley to the far post. It's just clinical finishing on this team. It really is. And at the stroke of halftime, we're up 2-1, which is great, you know, because I've turned around the shush monster into 2-1 in my favor with two really, really good goals. And the people say there's momentum swinging and scripting and so on and so forth, but what there really is players going on tilt. You know, that's said a lot in League of Legends, and people who get frustrated after they give up a couple goals. You know, if you can keep a cool head, if you can, you know, tactically figure out how to deal with what's going on, you know what I mean? Then you're not going to be as frustrated, you're not going to give up as many goals, because you're going to be focused on playing the game and playing your game and doing what you need to do. You know, you're not going to be worried about, oh my god, over the top through ball, oh my god, over the top through ball, it does my head in, fuck. You know, oh my days, he's scoring again. Like, you won't worry about that, because you're thinking about playing your game and doing what you have to do. You know what I mean? You're focusing on yourself versus on him. And you can capitalize on his mistakes while also realizing your own mistakes. You know, so you don't have to always focus on you know, what you call sweaty play or what the annoyances are in the game, but you can just lock down your plan and do what you've got to do and execute it to the point where you win. And you just saw him bring on Obafemi Martins for Eddie Johnson. I looked at that and I was just like, well, this is going to go one of two ways. Either he's going to bring up the sweat even more, or I'm just not going to let him. You know? And that was, in essence, the plan. The latter. Just don't let him. And there you see, 100% pass accuracy for Henry, 57% for Valeri, and then what a strike. Left-footed from Landon Donovan across the keeper. And then a little bit more the BM. I guess I do feel bad for that celebration. Doing it once, I guess, was okay. And then I should have probably just gone back down to normal celebrating. But that's 3-1. And then, but you see, I don't feel bad anymore because he tried to do the kickoff glitch again, even though he failed at it. And I have no sympathy for people who do the kickoff glitch. Just absolutely none whatsoever. Yeah, just nothing. If you do the kickoff glitch, you're worse than every god-awful Arsenal fan I've ever met. Oh, and then Jermaine Defoe. I was really surprised he actually didn't put that in. But, like, it's weird. Because, actually, I lost my train of thought there. I was too busy watching Jermaine Defoe be awesome. What's weird is, like, the necessity to win and the fact that it's just a game and people freaking out over, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win, and I need to, you know, I need to gain more coins, I need to do this. And you earn coins just by playing games. You don't have to win everything. And that's why I've stopped playing seasons. You know, I won my Division 1 title, and I won my, whatever the number of coins was. It's insignificant compared to the amount I make trading. But, you know, I'm happy with FIFA as is. You know, I don't think there are a lot of people in FIFA that are happy with what they have. I think there are a lot of people that want more, want more, want more. But I'm going to end FIFA with this MLS All-Star team because I've lost nearly 1 million coins on it, and I don't really care. You know, I bought them all day one, and Defoe and Dempsey were about 500,000 coins, and Henry was just a little bit less, and Donovan was like 100, and you know, so they were really expensive cards when they came out, and I was like, shit, I love American players, and I'm gonna buy these guys. And then there is the fourth goal, and more BM, but that's basically the end of the game because he's gonna pause it and rage quit quite soon. So what I would tell you guys is a lesson learned from this video is don't get frustrated when you see someone who's gonna be, you know, not counterintuitive, but like they go against the way you play FIFA. They go against the way you enjoy playing FIFA. Don't get frustrated about it. Just go, play your game, do what you got to do, and then enjoy it. You know, be comfortable with what you have, and use the players to maximum effectiveness. Use them the way you know you can play, and have fun. So that is the end of the video. He's about to rage quit. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.